right, so I was in a horror kind of mood, and I ran into this movie at our local used media
Dispensary.
establishment. Dispensary. Yeah,
Good old McKay.
we haven't watched an Italian movie in a while. And
I got plenty of them, and I don't ever.
he's got plenty of them, never watches them, but I ran into this one, decided to watch it. This is from 1985, Demons.
Demoni.
Dario Argento presented, directed by
Lamberto Bava.
Lamberto Bava. Yes, that gentleman. And this is it's a great sort of zombie / demonic
Cultish.
horror movie.
Yeah.
Cult.
Featuring Nostradamus. Plays a big role in this one.
Yeah, he's all over it.
Yeah, you've seen him with his nice hat roaming around
His nice hat. He's got a book.
that he writes down
It's a
constantly,
Yeah.
predicting the future.
That hat was pretty cool. It took me a minute to think about what kind of hat he had. He
Yeah.
did have a cool ass Nostradamus.
And a nice motorcycle, too.
Oh, yeah.
And a sword.
Sword.
This is a very straightforward, simple movie, and I like this. It's people they are given a ticket to watch a free show at a theater.
Mm-hmm.
And we see at the beginning this girl, she's on the train, she's nervous, she's like from the small village. She's like, she's a target. in
A
this city.
subway train.
Yeah.
Scared
Don't
when
love
it
me,
stops.
There's punks. I'm
Yes.
scared of all these
A lot
punk
of punk
punks.
people.
Yeah.
A lot of punk people on the train.
She gets off the train. There's this guy stalking her. He's got like this sort of
Phantom of the Opera.
yeah. He's got the
Yeah.
metal
Meets
half of
Terminator.
his face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Giving out tickets, this man.
Just trying to make a living.
Moral of the story, don't go to free shows.
No.
Terrible idea.
Unless
One
they're free
character
punk
actually
shows.
does say that in the movie, right? Like last time I'm going to getting a free ticket.
Yep.
Anyway, let's cheers to that. Cheers.
No free shows.
No free
Never, never. Just this one. Oh yeah. Suck down that green tea shot.
Sipping.
Oh.
Sipping.
So
Chicken.
this is it's what can I say? It's actually more campy than a lot of the Italian horror that I've seen.
Yeah.
Even though it kind of starts off a little slow, it's still got a lot of the over-the-top gore, practical effects,
Mm-hmm.
campy, kind of, some parts are kind of funny. There's some over-the-top characters, the demons, green goo coming out, funky teeth.
I feel like this was
Yeah, they borrowed it from the troll people.
A little bit, a little of that Troll 2.
Yeah, I feel like this was kind of made a bit more for Americans than it was Italians.
They're definitely-
Italians a bit more artsy.
Yes,
in
that's
their
true.
films.
There were some of those
Yeah.
influences.
And they're definitely
Yeah.
speaking English the whole time. So for people that haven't watched a lot of older Italian movies, you can see you'll see a mix of Italian and English. Actually, what you can if you look at their lips, they'll be speaking both at times.
Sometimes it matches the dub.
Right. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
So they'll film it in a mix of languages, and then they'll just overdub it in Italian. They'll overdub it in English.
Kind of doesn't even matter. They're not going to refilm it if your voice cracks. When you're
Yeah.
saying
Sometimes the original actors are doing the Italian, and sometimes they're actually not. So it's.
I did
But
see-
the English dub on
yeah.
this is actually pretty good. They match it up pretty good.
it. I
Especially
didn't
for the
notice
pen.
it first.
It's not bad.
Yeah, it took me
I was
a while.
just like, this, I didn't know it was an Italian movie,
Yeah.
so I kept seeing Italian names in the credits. I was like, a lot of Italians in this movie. And
Yeah,
then
what's
it-
going on?
I thought it was just
Yeah.
like filmed in New York.
It's
or something.
it's a mob movie. They had to make their money.
Yeah, the laundering movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like, wow, you know.
Yeah, I did
Just hiring
see
all their cousins and shit.
some of it. It would say like "Let's go" after they talked in Spanish. Like,
Yeah.
they mouthed it.
If you read the lips,
Yeah.
they're saying that.
"Let's go."
Yeah.
It's a me. A lot of that.
Yeah, constantly.
Yeah, constantly. They're all throughout it. It was very distracting.
Every other sentence, somebody's like, "Woohoo!"
Or yo. I thought the movie within, because they go to the show, we're watching the movie about them watching a movie.
Right.
They kind of abandoned that plot about midway through.
which was good.
Yeah, they shouldn't have stuck with it. I thought they were going to get the answer from the movie on the tattered screen, but
Who filmed that movie? That's what I want to know.
Nostradamus.
Yeah.
it's clickbait.
Yeah, so yeah, these people in the theater, they're watching a horror movie. We're watching people watch a horror
Yeah.
movie. These people go into this house. There's this thing. Oh, Nostradamus is supposed to be buried here. They go down. They find everybody's scared in this theater, even though nothing's fucking happened. Also, we're not scared because nothing's fucking happened yet.
Blind man's asking his niece,
He's like, what the fuck?
"What's happening? Do they look scared?"
Yeah.
There is a blind man
Yes.
with his niece
Yeah.
describing the movie, which is great. I love
Yes.
that part. And they, at some point in the movie, they find a mask. It's supposed to be Nostradamus' grave, and there's a book. The guy's reading the book. He's like,
Oh, that's one of my favorite parts.
yeah. He's reading the book. I forget the line.
He's like,
We will
"Don't
make
wear the mask."
graveyard our cathedral. Something.
They'll turn our cities into morgues.
Yeah,
the
morgues
tombs.
into cities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good memories over here.
Yeah.
I thought that was some hardest shit to say, you know?
Yeah,
Write
right.
that, something like that in a book, yeah.
But the guy puts on the mask, and the guy's like, don't put on the mask. He's like, why? He's like, it says right here, don't put on the mask.
Yeah. Because
And he-
demons are tools or something.
Yeah, and so it's like, then he reads the thing, yeah. If you put on the mask, this will basically spread evil all over the world. And you can see his cut on the cheek. Well, when the people are entering the theater, we have a pimp and two of his hoes. They go in there. One of the hoes.
Hey, those were his friends.
That's
what
what
he
it
said.
says. He does say, hey, that's my friend.
Nostradamus' skeleton is on a motorcycle holding a sword, and there's a mask.
Katana in
Oh,
one hand.
same
first of all, it was a
exact-
fucking sick-ass dirt bike. Let me just say, it wasn't just any old ramshackle
Was it a
motorcycle.
dirt bike?
It was, yeah.
It was a sick-ass
Oh, my
dirt
bad.
bike, yeah.
Bike.
No,
Same.
you're fine, but it's like an 80s
I figured it
motif
was
of like
a
ripping around
Italian
like your
motorcycle.
Terminator.
Yeah.
It's just ripping around on a dirt bike.
So one of those chicks puts on the mask, and she gets a cut on the cheek
Yeah.
too. So we've got in the movie cut a cheek. She gets a cut cheek. She goes to the bathroom while they're watching the movie. She then transforms into a demon. She gets
Yes.
pus explodes out of her
Patient,
face.
patient zero demon.
Right. Pus explodes her face. She looks like Rick James.
Yes. She looked like Rick James before, I will say.
Yeah.
She did. She looked like Rick James. She grows claws. The other girl comes
Patrick's
back to
favorite part.
the other girl comes back to check in on
The
her.
teeth.
She gets
Oh,
attacked.
And the nails.
And we get the
Ugh.
sort of, that's how it spreads, like a zombie thing.
Yeah.
So scratch, bitten, whatever, kind of a zombie spread.
Yeah.
I thought Rick
It's
James
cursed.
was just gonna tear ass
Yeah,
through that
so
whole theater.
Yeah.
I didn't
The
think it was
first-
gonna be a zombie thing. That was
Right.
definitely
Right.
The first hoe gets contaminated, and then Pimp is like, where that hoe at? So the second hoe's like, I'm gonna go look for her.
Go get her.
Second hoe gets contaminated, and then that's how it spreads to like a whole bunch of other
And
people.
And
that's
the
how
pimp-
inflation works.
And the pimp. Thank you. Make it topical. Yeah. The pimp literally figures everything out immediately. He's like, I think that thing that she put on was cursed. And now, like, everybody's,
Yeah.
like, he
It's
immediately just tells
It's
everybody.
the film. Let's go kill the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking
Yeah.
the movie.
Just
Yeah, they literally go into the projector room to destroy the thing because they feel like it's cursed.
I do.
Which is not a bad idea.
It's not. First
if you're
thing,
thinking like you're in a movie.
Shit's
Yeah.
happening. It's in the movie.
Movieception.
We just
as
watched
Nick
them. I
said.
just
Yeah.
watched the mask thing actually happen.
Yeah.
You know, clearly
I
something's
didn't like
not right
when they're
here.
in the projector room, like, oh shit, it's all automatic. Bust it up. Don't unplug it, just bust it up.
Yeah, they wreck that shit.
That's what I was thinking.
wrecking
Just some
everything.
violence will clear all this right
Yeah.
up. No problem.
Then they learn that
Good
doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit.
Like you guys are like just cut the film or flip it out or
Yeah.
something like that, and then
And
he's
that-
just like
yeah,
in
that's-
the middle of all the destruction, the scene, he's just like pulls it out with his finger. He starts tearing at it, but they don't smash the projector. They just boom, give me that film.
And then the pimp figures out, oh, we gotta make sure these bitches are dead. He's like, help me carry your dead niece's body.
We're gonna chuck her off the balcony.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I want to talk about. There's a blind guy in this theater,
Yes.
and he has his niece, this girl, that's like describing the movie to him. They're sitting in the back.
I don't think it was originally his niece. I think it had to be like his wife or something. Because I'm
Seemed like
like,
some personal assistant. He seemed affluent to be going free matinees.
I mean,
It's a pretty big continuity error to be like.
There's a lot of continuity errors.
But
Makes it fun.
he's sitting there watching the movie with her, and all of a sudden she has this dude come in, and like he starts like feeling. This other guy starts feeling her up while the blind man's watching the movie.
She's describing it to him.
Which
yeah,
is
they're
great.
scared.
While
yeah.
she's and then
you gotta
suddenly
know his hearing sense is like heightened, so he's hearing
Yeah,
all
he's
that
like
fondling
Daredevil.
and making out.
and he got a
Excited.
boner and jerked
Hearing
off.
the fondle.
You
Yeah.
would have to. Like he's
Hearing
been
the finger.
Sounds like a brawl.
Yeah.
He can count the
Yeah.
number of fingers that
Yeah,
go
he's
in
like
just
that's,
from.
that's 4 fingers. Up
Yeah,
in there.
wow, 4. Wow,
Or 3 if he's really fat.
got those sausage fingers. But so she's making out with this random dude while the blind guy's sitting there. They go off and they start like they're gonna have sex or whatever.
Her name's like Lisa or whatever, right?
Huh?
Elsie.
Else, what's her name? What's the niece's name?
No idea. I
Blind
don't
dude
remember.
be screaming her name because he don't know where she went
Yeah.
at some point.
The
I
black
don't-
dude or the blind dude?
No, the blind
Blind
Oh,
dude. He's
blind
calling for his niece wife.
because she
Yeah.
disappeared.
But so they're like getting it on in the curtains,
Yeah.
and then our patient Zero, she goes and wraps a cord around both their
That was
necks
sick,
as they're making out.
while they're making out, and they're like choking and vomiting,
Strangles
and vomiting
together.
blood and shit.
Yeah.
I'm so confused by how that works.
Just
Well, if you
Just-
It's the magic of
yeah,
cinema.
Yeah.
rope. I don't get it. Just
magic of hanging.
one rope.
She eventually tosses that dude off the balcony
Yeah.
and hangs him.
Hangs him.
Mhm.
Other bitch is she dead on the balcony? Is that what it was? Where they found her?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, because you talk about the second hoe.
The niece.
The knees.
Oh. Second hoe was found.
Second-
in
yeah,
the,
the second
in the
hoe gets
theater
fucked up.
in front of the because she fell through the screen
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then had a weird tongue coming out of her mouth.
Oh, this was
Shooting out.
this was
Shooting out.
this was your favorite.
I was
part of
fine
it.
with that, but the teeth and fingernails.
Least favorite part.
Here's
No.
some great.
No,
Okay,
thank you.
we'll give examples of
Yeah.
great practical effects.
Yeah.
They showed somebody transforming, and they literally showed the hand and their fingernails split apart, and they had
And then the claws.
the
come
claws grow out. That was very good.
out. And then the teeth.
teeth.
Yeah,
It
the
was-
teeth.
It was
They did
good.
that really
Teeth
good.
falling out, and then
Pushed-
fangs growing.
yeah,
Yeah, pushing
fucking
through.
gross.
They didn't do
Great.
like the stop motion with like the
Oh,
the
no.
Animorphs fucking
No,
book
very
cover.
well
They
done.
did the actual teeth
Yeah.
coming out. Yeah, that was
And then
really good.
one of the hoes had her tongue and was like, and then
Shooting
like
out.
her tongue was like shooting
I was
out.
kind of hoping the pimp would be like, yeah, that's why she makes it.
She like, yeah, that's why she's my top earner.
You always was a freak.
Wrap around that dick 5 times.
Gotta coil that shit up after a long night. You know what I'm saying?
Like a lizard.
Coil it at one end, lick it on the other.
Stop. That was the most nastiest part.
That's just his friend. We wouldn't talk about her that
If the
way.
cops show up, yeah, that's just his friend.
Oh, and then we've got so then we have these other punks that are doing coke in the car,
Yeah.
cocaine.
Yeah, the punks return. Subplot of
Punks always
the
driving around
punks
stalling
doing
car.
cocaine in a
Stolen
car.
car, doing coke out of a coke can with a straw.
Amazing. That
Yeah.
was the best
Yeah.
You're like, that's such
piece
a good
of thing.
idea.
It is.
Yeah.
This is why I always feel
Ah.
awkward when I order Coke at a restaurant. Because I'll be like, I'll have a Coke. They're like,
Oh.
What do you hang out with
Coca-Cola.
Hell's Angels?
Coca-Cola.
What the fuck is this?
I'm just
We go to some hard
anxious.
places.
I say Coke, and I'm like, they're not going to know what I'm talking about. Coca-Cola. Just Coca-Cola. The soda.
Not the 80s.
Yeah, they're like, do
we're
I
good
know
now.
you?
I don't know.
Are you a cop? You have to
I would
tell
have
me.
a coke, please.
I'll have an Adderall Coke.
Yeah.
Somehow the cocaine explodes all over the car. How does that happen?
Oh, they hit
They're
a
just
bump. or
wrestling
Yeah, they're
something.
wrestling
wrestling
over the
around.
can of
Yeah.
Coke.
And then the main boss dude is like, y'all gotta clean all this shit up. So they're like,
This is where we
Scooping
get to
up
the
the
nipple
cocaine.
scraping scene.
which I didn't even recognize as a nipple, as a boob.
She had a big gangly nipple.
Yeah.
So these guys got their y'all
So,
gonna get your boob
They're
moment.
cleaning up.
It's been
yeah.
a while since we've had a boob moment in the movies, right?
Yeah.
You wait till next week. I'll be sure there's boobs.
Is that
So the
Tsuichi
boob moment.
boobs?
It wasn't even a legit boob moment as far as I'm concerned.
Wasn't
I couldn't even tell it was a
deemed
boob.
illegitimate boob moment.
But they're scraping cocaine
Yeah.
off of her nipple
yeah,
and then
he
he-
makes
with the
them
razor.
clean up. Yeah, he
with the
makes
razor,
them
and
clean
then he
up
like
the whole-
cuts her tit. And
Yeah.
she's like, "You son of a bitch."
She was into it
She
before
was.
got cut.
She was getting
Yeah.
turned on by
It's
it.
like, oh.
See, I thought when he cut her, she would be like, "Oh yeah," and just
Oh,
be
it's
like,
on.
"Yeah," lick her own
Yeah.
tit,
Yeah.
and then go at it. You know.
No, she was
Lick
a
the
trust fund punk. Call those trustees.
Yeah, yeah.
They're all like that
Fake
nowadays.
ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
I felt kind of let down with the cokehead punks.
Yeah,
feel like
well,
they
yeah,
did.
they did. I was gonna say
Yeah.
they put a lot of time into that
Yeah.
subplot.
They should have
That
kicked
just
ass more.
ended them.
Kicked
Yeah, I
ass.
agree. They definitely should
Done
have
some
kicked ass
saving.
more.
No, they were just fleeing from the cops.
Oh,
and
you know
just
those
wound up with
coke
this.
punks aren't doing no saving. They're
So
doing some
they-
fighting and
Or at
dying.
least lead them out. Hey,
Something
we
different.
came in this way. Let's go.
They did run into the
Yeah.
theater while all this shit's going on.
Yeah, they're
'Cause-
getting chased by the cops. They're trying to
And-
hotwire a car.
Yeah, and they just got jacked up. They just got jacked up too.
yeah.
I'm talking with my hands like an Italian. It's
Yeah,
Italian.
That
it's
was pretty.
just
That was
like-
a nice say.
or
Thank you.
like-
That was a
or
good
like
say.
You've been around me a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm
That is
saying.
also true.
Yo,
The thing is, they like had this subplot going, and then they just kind of got absorbed into the overall thing, to
Right.
where everybody's turning into demons. You can't just really distinguish anybody from anybody no more.
Yeah,
So
they
the
ended up doing-
character
yeah.
arc
yeah.
like ended,
You're right.
which is also my problem with the Leprechaun bitch. There was a character arc starting up there, and then it just kind of went away.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
she was behaving pretty mysteriously.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah,
The
well, you
beginning
can
of the movie,
explain that.
yeah.
There's this redheaded woman in a green dress that is
She
like
looks like the mom from Troll 2, a younger version.
people should know that. A younger
Yes.
version of a mom from Troll 2.
You'll
It's
know
like
what I mean.
she's working at this theater, and it seems like she kind of knows what's going
She's
on.
behaving
Yeah, she's like
insidiously,
suspicious.
yeah, 'cause
As
she-
people are walking in,
She
like,
had to be.
She saw them
Well,
put
she
the
said,
mask
"Don't
on."
touch the mask," and she sounded like mean about
Right.
it, but she honestly should have just left when if she knew what was going to happen.
So it makes you think that she is somehow causing this for some reason.
She pops up at
Like, in
random
on
places and like inspecting
Just
everybody.
like help. Yeah,
Yeah.
She was going through the whole theater with the flashlight.
Right, you can't even make out smoke in this theater.
she told the pimp and his hoes not to smoke cigarettes in the theater.
They're like,
Like,
oh yeah, okay."
suspicious. She was suspicious, and then nothing really happened
Then
with
she
her
just
that
ends-
was different.
Yeah, she just ends up being another one of the group that gets
Yeah.
attacked, and she's running with everybody. She eventually just ends up dying. I don't remember how the fuck she dies. It wasn't
just
notable.
She turns into.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
she
gets turned
just
into a
becomes
demon
one.
too.
Like it wasn't a.
Oh, she was crawling through like the series of chairs that they piled up on the
Yeah.
balcony.
yeah,
They
right.
started
And then
wrecking
demon
up
came
the.
through.
And honestly, and this is what I said to that dude at the store where we bought this. It's like, I don't care about the reasons so much. Is it a fun, crazy roller coaster kind of thing? That's what I'm looking for. Because that guy was like, I forget what the fuck
He was
said.
like, so we went to buy this movie at our local, what y'all say, media.
Local
Dispensary.
used media,
Media
dispensary.
dispensary. So we're like buying the movie. What's it called? Demons. He's like,
Yeah.
they got another copy of this back there. We like, well, we don't know. He's like, me and my friends went and watched Demons 2,
Yeah.
and there's like all this shit going on, but we were kind of confused because we didn't understand the origin of the demons because we haven't seen Demons #1.
Movie dorks.
And then Nathan's just like,
Wait, what?
he was saying about watching Demons 2 with
They
his
watched
friends.
Demons 2 without seeing
that-
Demons 1, and they
yeah,
were like,
they were
"Doesn't
like
matter."
confused because
and
they
what I-
didn't know where the demons came from or like what the origin
Right.
story was. And Nathan was just like, you know what, man? Sometimes it don't matter.
Yeah, I was like,
Sometimes
sometimes
it
it doesn't
don't.
matter. That's
and
what
then
I'm
we
saying.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we walked out the door.
And I'm sure he was like, what the fuck was that asshole
Yeah.
saying?
Well,
He's
I'm
like,
that
have
was
a
some
good
hard
day.
ass shit
Yeah.
to say to a man.
So-
Sometimes it doesn't
It
matter,
just doesn't.
and
You
I'm
must not be
fine.
familiar with
I'm
the
fine
channel.
with it. Let's just get on with the fun, and that's what this movie does. It doesn't worry.
Yeah.
Some of these
Yeah.
motherfuckers don't meet up in a library somewhere and start talking about some ancient evil.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You don't do that on a
Crazy
weekly basis.
Crazy shit going on. People die, get eaten.
Yeah.
This is like that's what we're here for, and I'm good with it.
I was this close with that guy at the media McKay's. It's called McKay's. Am I gonna get taken down for copyright or something?
No,
No, it's not copyright.
I was this close with that dude at McKay's that we just talked about, being like plugging this show. Like, well, if you ever wonder about
Yeah.
like movies to watch and how to think about movies
Yeah.
you watch, go watch some No More Popcorn.
If you want to
Yeah.
ever pretend to have
Like-
friends
Double-
that want to go to the bar with
double
you.
nose ring guy. Listen, please.
Yeah, maybe he's watching.
Learn some.
Maybe
You
maybe
definitely
he does
need to
watch
watch
this.
the first
My
one
money-
for the origin story of Demons 2.
Watch this review first.
Yeah, we gotta know. We just have to know. Even though there's so many continuity errors in this movie, we have to understand how we got.
Yeah.
But we do need to watch Demons 2 now.
Yeah, we do.
I
I'm gonna
agree.
get
We
it.
gotta
I'll go
understand.
back to McKay's and get it.
It was McKay's.
Used
I'm sorry,
media
I couldn't
dispensary.
remember the
Every
phrase.
movie you buy
Media-
comes with a gram of weed.
Media
There's a
shop.
dispensary.
They're on a union strike right now too.
Oh.
Yeah.
This motherfucking place be causing me a lot of traffic when I'm trying to go home. Just saying.
Anyway, that's the thing. The movie. Shit happens.
We have to talk about the blind guy.
What about the bond?
He got attacked by a demon. They poked his eyes out.
Yeah,
And
Rick
then-
James pokes this poor guy's eyes out.
And then he escaped out of the theater, and the cops that was trying to chase after the cocaine punks end up getting bitten by the blind dude when he escapes the theater.
Yeah.
We don't know what happens to the cops after that,
Caused the outbreak.
but we never see the cops again. See, we have a lot of character arcs that just like disappear.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Oh, it's great. It's
Yeah,
part
I
of what
think
makes
it's
the
okay.
movie great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't because it's like whatever. People die, people live.
I'm just
life.
talking.
I'm just glad you can
Getting
remember
all
all
these
this
stares
shit. I
right
don't
now.
remember anything.
I remember many
She's
things.
like half of my memory now. I don't know.
So, the original chick that was on the train, just trying to go to
Yes.
school,
Yeah,
class or something.
Mm.
she's with Super Frat Boy,
She's with this.
which
just-
we've not mentioned.
Yeah,
in
we
the-
mentioned it.
The hero.
This dude is like a fucking dork, but he's also just like the most masculine individual
He got
in
the
the room
masculine
outside of our
dude.
pimp.
And do the
Yeah.
skip pay.
You know, so
He ends up jumping on the
hops on the fucking
with
motorcycle,
the
which I was
sword.
waiting for with
Yeah,
the
tell
sword.
us about that.
So okay, so there's this scene. They're in the lobby. They're trying to figure out what the heck is going on.
Oh, they already know what's going on.
I mean, they're trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
And of course, I was waiting for it. That's what I would have done as soon as getting into the theater. This man knocks off
Ride
Nostradamus,
this motorcycle.
and I'm gonna wield this sword. He knocks off the skeleton. Nostradamus. He's got the sword. They're all
he's
like
got the bitch on the
surrounded.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sword in hand.
and he's just like boom, boom, boom.
Killing demon
Left-handed
zombies.
sword.
Fucking
Hang on,
whips his sick
left-handed
wheelie
sword.
back into the theater.
Yeah.
And
He's
he's without
going
his
up and
clutch
down.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, left-handed without his clutch hand. He's just fucking riding Mongolian style
Yeah.
through a horde of demons. Like he's just straight up just murking. At one point, the chick falls off, and he's just like, I don't care. I'm gonna do it. I've been waiting for you to get off to do a sick wheelie. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more work done now. And keep in mind, it's just like within the perimeter of like an average American movie theater. Like, and this guy's just like whipping around, and he's like riding over chairs and,
and he's
shit. like,
fucking cutting heads
Yeah.
off. And
yeah,
shit.
he cut off the one head. I think that was the demon that came out of that lady's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut
Oh.
its head like straight, like in.
No,
a
that
quarter.
demon made it. He ran
I thought
off.
that demon got killed. I
No,
saw
the
that
one
demon
that-
in the crowd.
No.
No.
That
That's
demon
like
ran
the
off.
core demon.
That's
Yeah.
Nostradamus.
That birthed out of the lady's
We do
back.
see a demon crawl out of somebody's
Yeah.
back, which
Yeah.
is the second time we've seen that.
Yeah.
I think the first time was
I think.
Gozu.
Gozu?
No, it wasn't Gozu.
No, Gozu.
She
was
crawled
the
out of the
grown-ass
dude
man.
crawled out of the vagina.
Yeah.
But there was another one we watched where somebody was on the floor and they crawled out the back.
I feel like that's like a Hellraiser thing.
No, it's not.
Well, I
we haven't
think
reviewed Hellraiser.
You can't really have
Doesn't matter.
Oh, well.
things coming out of women's stomachs after Alien. It's kind of like played out.
Yeah.
Well, this was out of a vagina.
Well, there's a core demon that's like particularly scarier than the rest. Doesn't
Oh, yeah,
matter.
it
I
goes
ain't
to-
seen this.
Dude's
We'll
fucking
watch it soon.
Dude's fucking whipping on the
Yeah,
dirt
my
bike,
favorite movies.
cutting people's heads. He falls off after pulling some sick wheelies, and they start getting after him, and they both run off on foot.
Yeah.
Our man and woman run
A
off.
man and
Yeah,
woman off foot. They eventually find themselves outside.
Wait, we gotta wait.
Should we ruin the ending for these people?
Wait, we have to pause because there's an important thing we missed. After he's on the motorcycle and shit, it seems like he's defeated everybody in the theater, and then all of a sudden we have the most unbelievable part of the movie as far as Patrick is concerned when the paper mache helicopter falls through the
I
ceiling.
completely forgot.
Yeah,
I completely
it's just
forgot.
a random ass helicopter.
Fucking helicopter falls from ceiling for no reason.
For no reason.
You're right. You're totally right. Thank you.
Patrick got
What
paid.
Patrick was pissed.
That was right after the
I
dirt bike
was
came.
only going to be pissed if they blow this bitch ass helicopter up through the
Out of the, but it
Yes.
only crashed.
It
That
did
was
crash.
the most
I give
random
two
fucking-
fucks that this helicopter flew like
No
fell through the
backstory
ceiling.
of why this helicopter, where it came from.
If
Nothing.
it-
Why it fell in a
if
straight
it
line.
flew.
Like,
Even with this BS story of, oh, let me dig behind these dead bodies. Yeah, there's a harpoon gun in every helicopter.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
state issue.
And
That's
then
part
they-
of the
Yeah.
checklist.
They turned it on just enough to spin the blades
Yes.
to kill a couple
That was
zombies.
funny and kind of cool.
So like just
Yeah.
in the theater,
To kill the other demons.
like two demons,
2, 3, yeah.
and then they were like, oh, then we need the grappling hook, shoot it out the fucking hole in the roof.
I thought they'd find some sort of like weapon or emergency axe
was
or
a
something. Well, that's what I'm saying. When they went digging, I'm like, hell yeah, get the state issued shotgun, fire axe, something like.
Shotgun.
You know, you're in a helicopter. You know, that's what's in my helicopter. You come in my helicopter. There's a firearm and like 2 or 3 like meals, bag of oranges, like 2 packs of American Spirits. 'cause I don't give a fuck.
Concoction of things.
I don't know. Let's go to
Yes,
scores.
It's
All right.
time.
I just want to say that the helicopter, now that we've seen the whole movie,
Yeah.
is pretense for what comes out or what comes after. It ties in with the ending.
I
if you
hope
think
it is.
about it.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like for the whole movie, you're kind of focused in on that small localized effect. At the end of the movie, you find out what you find out.
Theater.
Now the helicopter makes sense. I mean, it doesn't make entire sense, but if the whole world is collapsing,
Right. So shit's going down on the outside, right? And
yeah,
when our couple escapes, they get picked up by a random blonde-haired, blue-eyed,
Yeah.
beautiful family.
in the FJ Cruiser.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
just jump in,
1960.
and then just
One
like all the
old
kids
bearded
have guns,
Yeah.
and the old guy's driving, and the little kids are
Shoot him, Jimmy.
Yeah, they're just shooting shit.
Yeah.
And then right at the end, we see our main chick. She turns and tries to kill our.
Who kicks her off? Is it the dude?
Oh, the little kid shoots
her.
No
Kid
shit.
shoots her
yeah.
with the shotgun, and knocks her off. Yeah, and he's just sitting on the back like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't know her biblically anyway.
We didn't have enough
We didn't
time
have a
to go
chance. Like I care.
there. Ah.
I'm gonna give this a 5. I really, I know it starts slow, but I'm okay with that. I like a slow build up. You see, it's going somewhere. It starts laying the pieces out, and as long as it builds it up and actually goes somewhere, I'm good with the slow build up. I like it. It's old
Yeah.
school. You know, you don't have to just hit people with it immediately.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great practical effects, gore that we have not talked about. Actually, there's a lot of good gory shit that happens. A lot of good, as I say, the way they use color and shit in these early Italian movies. It looks really good.
Yeah.
And even if the acting is like overdubbed from over these other actors, it's still good.
Yeah.
I love this movie. It was great. It's a lot of fun, and I'm gonna give it a 5.
I'm gonna give it a 5 as well. It is a a great '80s horror movie, an Italian like wanting to make his mark in American cinema is how I feel. One of the other pieces that I enjoyed was where he made them all have orange eyes in like several of the scenes.
Yeah, glowing.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
glowing orange eyes. I wonder how he did that. That looked pretty cool. But I wanted the pimp to have more of a story.
Yeah. The pimp deserved to live. honestly.
Pimp was the best character.
Kept it
I
real.
thought he should have survived
He was the most
and,
confident.
and took the main bitch home with him.
Yeah, it should have been the
You
way.
did good.
Yeah.
But if he had survived, then there wouldn't have been a Demons number 2.
Yeah.
He would
Yeah, I
have
was
figured
gonna say,
out
those
how to
three
defeat
people
the
would have
shit.
rolled by and just.
We were just left with that pretty white boy all in the back of that Jeep. We can't
Making
have-
his superhero face.
Scenes.
That's gonna be a 5 for me. On top of what you said, I thought that the movie was long where it needed to be long. As far as like the beginning, I felt like that was an appropriate build up. The movie within a movie and everything kind of unwinding seemed like Stephen King style to me. And while I don't think it was necessarily that deep, I thought they did a really good. You know, they figured, it's like you said, they didn't come together in a library. They didn't have a whole. You know, the Mask did the same thing. Like it was
Ancient
pretty
Evil.
obvious. You
Yeah,
know?
we'll get an
like,
encyclopedia and find the ancient evil in here.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They did really good keeping that relatively short.
Yeah.
We gotta run to the Vatican.
Yeah,
Do some
real quick.
research.
All right, we're gonna fly right back to this hotel, this theater. It was quick where it needed to be quick, and the subplots that kind of ended in just nothing. I would have liked to have seen the punks do a bit more bashing, but the fact is
They
like
were
they're
on coke.
there's
They're like gods at this point.
you know the subplot itself was interesting enough to keep watching
Mhm.
and be interested in, despite the fact that they ended up just, you know, there was one revolver between them and they had 6 rounds because they only expected to run into some street jerks or
I don't
something.
think they ever even shot that gun. He tried
That's what,
to.
though. That's what I heard was
There was a gun.
He tried to shoot
He had
the
a gun.
but
It sounded-
never-
I heard the pops.
It never went off. Like,
I heard the pops, and at the end when it looked like it never went off, I thought he was just out because
Oh.
when they were like banging.
oh, okay.
Because
Maybe
it
I
wasn't
missed that.
American made. It was
Maybe I
why.
missed
It was
that.
an Italian, you know. Well, they've improved, but I thought this movie was really good. The soundtrack, we haven't talked about that. And I'm sure
Oh,
enough
yeah,
people have.
soundtrack. Yeah.
But it was actually pretty sure, like when the guy was ripping around on the dirt bike,
Yeah.
perfect music for that. They had like some
You got Billy Idol. you
Billy
got
Idol,
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue. Like it was
All
a really
these
good
bands I
soundtrack.
don't care about.
Yeah.
A lot of hair metal kind of shit.
There wasn't a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
I felt like everything they could have done in this was a spaghetti slasher.
Yeah. There
Like
you go.
everything they could have done, they did. They didn't really leave
Spaghetti
anything.
zombie.
We weren't
Yeah.
wanting anything. The dirt bike with the sword scene, you know, we had gore. People's necks were getting cut. Those neck wounds look pretty deep. They look pretty nasty. I thought like the effects were really good. There were plenty of people dying all over
One
the
girl
place.
just had a zombie just vomit all over her tits.
Yeah, right in her mouth.
Yeah,
and
mouse.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just wanted to bang
All
your
over.
gay boyfriend.
yeah. There's a lot of like teen horniness, chasing, running around, like playing grab ass in the theater, despite the fact that like people's necks are cut open. It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
I like this. It's a 5 for me.
Amira.
I also give it a 5.
Oh. Five.
Unit.
Four
I
or
have,
five all around.
I've
Wow.
learned from these men what it takes to make a good, solid B movie. And I feel like it fits all
Yeah.
the criteria. It was a mess. It was crazy. What we just call that? Plot holes? Not plot holes.
Continuity error.
Continuity errors. Lots of continuity errors, which was fun. If you a sensitive person like me, none of y'all are sensitive people because y'all follow these motherfuckers talking.
Yeah, yeah.
But if there's any one viewer anywhere that is sensitive like me, watch this with somebody that when you close your eyes, they can tell you when you can like look back at the screen again. Because I don't like some of that gory shit. The tongue thing, ugh. But it was a 5. Outfit review. the main girl's best friend, who ended up becoming a demon, sadly. Best outfit. You'll see what I'm talking
Striped
about.
pants.
That girl's
Yeah.
best friend was a bitch.
She was awesome. She was the baddest bitch.
She was
Um,
a bitch.
Great outfit. Great outfits all around. I love the men with the sweaters tied, the
Oh, that
sweater
was an
arms.
untied sweater. That was I
Tied
noticed
around
that.
the
That
neck.
was an untied sweater.
Yeah,
Fucking
good
nerd.
outfits. It was fun.
You like those kind of nerds, huh?
No, well, what?
What?
Don't put me on the spot.
What?
Outfit
Oh.
review. It was that 80s fashion, the baggy
Oh, okay.
shirts,
Now, yeah.
baggy
Nathan's
shirts.
gonna be coming in
All the-
in white sweater.
Buttoned
All
down
the-
to the belly, just
All the girls
Tied
got
over.
their like hair in the big
I will
curls
just
and
beat all
stuff.
those guys up. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
dress that way. I'll just beat them up when I see them.
But it was it was really fun. It was really bizarre. I loved watching it with my friends and I loved hearing Patrick's reaction to the helicopter fall through the ceiling. That was fabulous. So, yeah, it was a 5. Good choice.
Deal. All right, 5s all around.
5s all around.
First one of those, 4 5s.
4 5s. More boobs coming next week.
Patrick's promising.
Better
more
be some
boobs.
real ass boobs.